Hello there and welcome back to my channel. I am back with another tutorial video, and today we are going to be transforming our cheap wig into something that actually looks natural. Now this is a problem that I used to face when I actually have a simple cheap synthetic wig. I used to actually go through this hideous kind of fake look, and then now I actually got some tips that actually helped me to change my wig from this into looking like this. So as you can see, it's actually looking more natural, but let me just elaborate a little bit more. So I have two identical wigs over here, which are about 14-inch bobs. I am going to change this one. As you can see, this is the one that I haven't worked on. It has this little bump, the one that irritates everybody when you wear a synthetic wig. So this is the thing that we are going to work on, this little bump over here that looks like you've fallen in your hair. And also look at the parting. The parting is actually quite terrible. It doesn't make it look very natural. So these are the 2 points that we're really going to concentrate on, and we are going to change this wig into something looking like this. Now this one is the one that I've already worked on. As you can see, it actually has a more natural lining over here, and of course the parting looks way more natural. So in today's video, we are going to be transforming your cheap synthetic wig into something that actually looks more natural in 3 easy steps, which are cutting out of the hard bump over here, and of course plucking out of your parting to make it look natural, and lastly just to add some color that is going to be closer to your skin shade. So let's get into it. For your beauty, confidence and style. Okay guys, so just to get started, I am going to show you exactly the instruments that I'm going to be using today. I am going to be using this tweezer to pluck out. I'm going to also be using the shears that are going to help me cut out the bump. And of course, I'm going to be using these pins that are going to actually help me pin down the wig onto my mannequin. And lastly, I'm going to use this comb. This is a white toothbrush. It's very good for synthetic wigs, so you better get one if you actually love your synthetic wig. But don't forget, everything that I use in this video, I have left a link below. If this is your first time coming to my channel, I am Hannah Katiamba from Red Popo, and welcome to my channel. So first of all, we are going to just pin down this wig, okay? I'm sure you guys can actually really see what I'm doing. So we are going to pin down this wig. I'm gonna put a pin down here and also one over here. It's actually easier for you to work on this wig when it's on the mannequin, because you might actually just end up doing it wrong when it's on your head. But if you're comfortable and you feel like you're professional enough, you can do it as well on your head. So it's up to you, but this is just my preference. So the first thing that I am going to do is to actually pluck out my parting. As you can see, this parting is too narrow, so that gives it a less natural look. So I am going to just be selecting the parts of the hair that I do not want anymore. So I'm going to start with maybe this part, and I'm just going to get some over here. As you can see, it's actually quite easy, the plucking of your synthetic hair, when it comes to this silicone plastic kind of closure, because all you have to do is just get some like this and then wrap it around your finger like that and just pull it out. That easy. It's actually quite soft. And I'll do this until I'm actually quite satisfied with the parting. And it's actually better that you pull them out in small sections, because you do not want to damage the closure. So this will also help in doing things faster, because plucking can actually be quite a more complicated, you know, skill. But of course, a lot of people already know how to do it, and I actually am going to make another video where I'm going to show you how I pluck out my my parting on a lace closure, which is actually quite a little bit more difficult compared to this one. So as you can see, it's actually starting to look a little bit wider because I am pulling out all the pieces of hair that I do not want in my parting. So you know, one thing that I have actually realized about synthetic wigs is that the fiber has really improved, guys. Like I actually buy synthetic wigs because I am not always ready to spend on high and expensive hair. So I mean, especially if you're in between hairstyles, you are better off buying a synthetic wig that is going to help you just to throw it on, and you know, you still look bomb, especially when you're really like customizing it like this one. So you are actually okay when you buy synthetic wigs. And who says that you can't customize your own synthetic wig? Because I mean, come on, I do, as you can see right now. So you don't want to make it too wide. You don't want to make it too wide, because that's actually going to make it a little bit look like, you know, like Noah just parted the Red Sea. So we don't want that. Actually, it's Moses, right? No way, it's Moses. Oh, my bad. Damn. Okay, so I'm just gonna do that because that part was a little bit hard. So this is a process that will take a little bit of your time, but it is worth it. It's very much worth it. As you can see, I'm actually pulling it out in small portions. And of course, this is actually going to help without the hair getting stuck in the wig and then you have to comb it out. So at least immediately you pluck it out, you just put it down. This is not difficult at all, guys. And this is why I am making this video, so that I can just enlighten you and you can actually, you know, get some tips on how to make that cheap synthetic wig looking good. So, by the way, if you would like to know where I got my wig from, of course I got it from Redpurple, because I work with Redpurple and they have the best synthetic wigs, and this is one of them. If you would like to check more out, you can go ahead and click on the link that I have left for you guys right below in the description box. I actually like to make my parting a little bit, you know, longer, making it look like a Kim Kardashian parting. Now, this is not something that you really need like a lot of practice with, because it's not really very complicated, which is a good part, okay? You are just going to make your wig looking good. And yeah. Okay, so I'm just going to do this side as well, just to make it look a little bit longer. Okay, so this is very close to the lace. That's why I'm actually going to just tweeze it before I pull it out, because it's quite very close to the wig cap inside. So I do not want to disturb that part. Okay, so I don't like this boat patch that I have left over here, but that can be fixed, of course, when I just, you know, brush my hair in front. But I think I'm actually quite done. Let me just elongate it a little bit. think that's long enough because the thing actually ends right here. The silicone plastic thing ends right here. So I think I'm gonna end my line over there. So now that we are done with the parting, the other thing that you need to look at is, let me just pull out these pins because they are in my way. So the next thing you want to look at, the second step, is to cut out this bump. You see how folded your hair, the hair actually looks like it's all folded inside, and that's the thing that makes it look so unnatural, and that is not what we are going for. This is 2021 and everybody is trying to go for a more natural look and not a plastic look, so let's deal with that. So the first thing you are going to do, if you have what are those, a blade, if you have a blade, then you're better off starting with cutting out. You see there's little lines over here, there's sew ins over here. You can actually start with cutting those out before you get in with your shears, or if you have baby scissors like your lash kind of shears, then I think those are actually better to start in with. So, but then I am going to use this because this is what I'm used to. So it's just a normal pair of shears, and I am going to cut this out like this, just to, you know, get into that. Don't forget, if you have not subscribed to my channel just yet, so go ahead and click the subscription button, and don't forget to click the little bell so that you can be getting all the notifications of all the videos that I bring to you every week. And of course, it's not just all about synthetic wigs. It's a lot of videos, guys. Just go ahead and subscribe, and I'll be seeing you every week. Okay, so this is why I told you that you need a blade, because it's quite a little bit harder with just starting with your shears, but yeah, we got there. So you have to be careful so that you don't make a hole into the wig. Okay, so you just want to cut this part out. Okay, I am trying my best to keep this on the camera so that you guys can see exactly what I'm doing. But it's quite hard because my left doesn't work well. So I'm trying not to hide what I'm doing. Okay, we're getting there. So this is the part that we want to get rid of. Just want to cut it on the side. Okay, as you can see, right there, that's where it ends. You also want to do it on the other side. The same thing you have done on the left is the same thing you want to do on the right. Or is it vice versa? My bad. Okay, we're getting there. So you want to just make sure that you cut that like that. Okay, so you see this? This is just a piece of silicone that is actually just folded in. You see that? This is what we don't want right here. Okay, right here. We do not want this. This is the thing that we do not want. That's the thing that actually is disturbing us. So what we are going to do, don't worry if you cut out some hair, it's okay. But you just have to be natural, very careful when cutting this to make sure that it is not actually messing things up. So as you can see, there's some hair strands that have also come out. That is only because that part did have hair. But of course, we do have this. It now looks a little bit more flat, as you can see. But what I'm going to do right now is just cut a little bit more because it still has that bumpy little corner that I am not fond of. Okay. And then what you need to do, you see, all that hair is coming out. Okay. Okay. So as you can see, we have cut out that bump, and what we have left is this nice straight up silicone. Let me just cut that part that is sticking out. Yes, that straight flat silicone that is going to allow it to more like at least give you a more natural hairline. So I'm just going to pluck out some unnecessary hair that I do not want on this part, just to give it a more natural look. As you can see, you want to make sure that your tongs or your tweezers are actually quite having that flat. Let me just show you this. You see that flat part over there, but with the pointy side just on the like falling down on the other side, so that you can actually not make a hole in your wig. So I'm just gonna pluck these ones out that are in the way. Okay, so as you can see, there's a huge difference from how it was to how it is now. I'm going to wear it for you guys just to show you exactly what I mean, okay? Okay, so this is the final product, okay? As you can see, it looks way better than it did before. I showed you guys how it looks when it's not yet made. So this is how it looks now. As you can see, it's actually this plastic closure, okay? The silicone plastic closure is resting right on my scalp, and some of them actually are not able. If you do not do it right, don't worry. You can actually add some glue to that thing if you don't do it very well. Like I said, you do not have to practice too much for this thing because it's not really hard. It says 3 easy steps, which was plucking the middle, which is the parting, and then once you're done plucking it according to how you want it to be, then you can cut out this bump that was there, which is not there anymore. And as you can see, it looks way better and more natural, and I'm loving this wig. As you can see, it's actually looking very good. Okay, I don't have to work too much on it because this is actually a new synthetic wig. So if your wig is not really new, then I don't know what else you have to do. But don't worry, I've made a lot of videos on synthetic wigs. If you want to know how to wash them, if you want to know how to blow as heat-resistant synthetic wig, I will leave the link below. But for now, you can tell how beautiful this wig is looking, and I am very satisfied. If your silicone plastic closure is actually not your skin tone, then you can use a Sharpie or a marker that can be used to color this parting so that it can go with your skin tone. Because I mean, mine, it's okay, so I don't have to use it, but of course you can use yours because that is the third and final step to making it look very natural. So just to recap on the steps: first, we plucked out the parting, and then we cut out the little plastic bump that always folds in. Then finally, if you need to use a Sharpie or a marker to actually put the parting closer to your skin tone, then that will be your third final step. But for me, I am done, and thank you all for watching. If you actually like this video, give it a thumbs up, and I would like to see the results of your wig. So go ahead and comment with your videos or your pictures and show me how you actually did your synthetic wig. So this is how I turned my cheap synthetic wig into something that looks more natural. So for now, I hope to see you guys next time, but for now, it's goodbye, and I love you guys.